The Scandalous and Shocking Life of Caspar Weinberger, 10 Facts You Didn't Know. Caspar Weinberger, often remembered as a staunch and influential Secretary of Defense under President Ronald Reagan, was a figure shrouded in both admiration and controversy. His tenure in government saw moments of great achievement, but also significant scandal. This video delves into the lesser-known, shocking, and scandalous facts about Weinberger, highlighting his personal life, political career, and the rumors that swirled around him. Fact number 1. A childhood of contradictions. Caspar Willard Weinberger was born on August 18, 1917, in San Francisco, California, into a family that was a unique blend of cultures and faiths. His father, Herman Weinberger, was of Jewish descent, while his mother, Cerise Carpenter Horgan, was a Christian of English and Irish ancestry. Despite his father's Jewish roots, Caspar was raised as an Episcopalian, a choice that later fueled debates about his religious identity. Weinberger excelled in academics from a young age, showing a particular interest in history and politics. This passion led him to attend Harvard University, where he graduated with honors in 1938 and later earned his law degree in 1941. During his time at Harvard, he was an active member of the student government and the editorial board of the Harvard Crimson, which allowed him to hone his leadership and communication skills. In 1942, Weinberger married Jane Dalton, whom he met during his college years. The couple had a stable and enduring marriage, marked by mutual respect and shared intellectual pursuits. Together, they had 2 children, Arlen and Caspar Jr. Despite his rising political career, Weinberger was known for keeping his personal life relatively private, focusing on maintaining a strong family unit amidst the pressures of public service. His youth, characterized by a strong academic and ethical foundation, set the stage for his later achievements and challenges in the political arena. Number 2. The Iran-Contra affair, a scandalous legacy. During Caspar Weinberger's tenure as Secretary of Defense under President Ronald Reagan, he became embroiled in the Iran-Contra affair, a covert operation that involved selling arms to Iran, which was under an arms embargo, and diverting the proceeds to fund Contra rebels in Nicaragua, in direct violation of the Boland Amendment. This scandal, which rocked the Reagan administration, led to Weinberger's indictment on June 16, 1992, on 5 felony charges, including obstruction of Congress and perjury. The charges were based on allegations that he had concealed key documents and misled investigators about his role in the affair. Despite the severity of these charges, Weinberger was spared from trial when President George H.W. Bush granted him a full pardon on December 24, 1992, just days before his trial was set to begin. This pardon, while acknowledging Weinberger's service to the nation, sparked widespread controversy and accusations of a cover-up intended to protect higher officials, potentially including Reagan himself. The Iran-Contra affair remains a significant and controversial chapter in Weinberger's legacy, highlighting the complexities of his role in the Reagan administration. Number 3. A secret taped confession? In the late 1980s, rumors began to circulate that Weinberger had secretly recorded conversations with high-ranking officials in the Reagan administration. These alleged tapes were said to be his insurance against being scapegoated in the Iran-Contra affair or other potential scandals. While no tapes have ever been publicly revealed, the possibility that such recordings might exist kept Washington buzzing with speculation. Some believed that these tapes could contain damning information that might have toppled the administration, while others dismissed them as mere rumor. The intrigue surrounding these alleged tapes added an air of mystery and suspicion to Weinberger's already complex legacy. Number 4. Controversial business ties. Before serving as Secretary of Defense, Weinberger had an illustrious career in the private sector, notably as Vice President and General Counsel at Bechtel Corporation, a massive engineering and construction firm with global reach. His ties to Bechtel raised concerns during his confirmation hearings, with critics arguing that his close relationship with the corporation could lead to conflicts of interest. These fears were exacerbated when Bechtel received several significant defense contracts during Weinberger's tenure. Although no direct evidence of wrongdoing was ever found, the appearance of a potentially cozy relationship between Weinberger and his former employer fueled accusations of cronyism and favoritism, casting a shadow over his decisions regarding defense contracts. Number 5. The Pentagon's secret spending. As Secretary of Defense, Weinberger was instrumental in the massive military buildup of the Reagan era, earning him the nickname Cap the Knife for his rigorous budget cuts in non-defense areas. However, some of this military spending came under scrutiny. Reports emerged that the Pentagon, under Weinberger's leadership, engaged in questionable spending practices, including purchasing overpriced military equipment and funding classified projects with little oversight. Critics accused him of allowing wasteful spending and even corruption, questioning his stewardship of taxpayer dollars. These allegations further complicated his legacy as a defense secretary who balanced a strong military stance with responsible fiscal management. Number 6. The nuclear arms race escalation. Weinberger was a staunch supporter of the Reagan administration's policy of military expansion, particularly in the realm of nuclear weapons. He was a key proponent of the MX missile program and the Strategic Defense Initiative, SDI, colloquially known as Star Wars, which sought to develop a missile defense system to protect the United States from nuclear attacks. His aggressive push for these programs was controversial, leading to accusations that he was exacerbating Cold War tensions and increasing the risk of nuclear conflict. His policies sparked widespread protests and drew criticism from both domestic and international observers, who feared that his hardline stance was bringing the world closer to the brink of nuclear war. Number 7. Health problems and resignation rumors. Throughout his public service, Weinberger faced persistent rumors about his health. These concerns came to a head in 1987 when he abruptly resigned as Secretary of Defense, citing exhaustion. However, insiders speculated that his departure was not solely due to health reasons but also because of mounting pressure from his involvement in the Iran-Contra scandal. The timing of his resignation led to widespread speculation that he was attempting to distance himself from the scandal before it could further tarnish his reputation. Weinberger's sudden exit from public life only fueled rumors and left many questions unanswered about the true reasons behind his resignation. Number 8. A contentious retirement. After his resignation, Weinberger did not fade into obscurity. Instead, he became a vocal critic of subsequent administrations, particularly those of Bill Clinton and George W. Bush. He frequently spoke out on defense and foreign policy issues, often in a contentious manner. In 2002, Weinberger publicly clashed with former Secretary of State Henry Kissinger, accusing him of being too conciliatory in dealing with America's adversaries. Weinberger's continued engagement in political discourse, even in retirement, kept him in the public eye and often at the center of controversy. His willingness to criticize and remain involved in public debate demonstrated his enduring influence but also ensured that he remained a polarizing figure. Number 9. The Shadow of Alzheimer's. In his later years, Weinberger was diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease, a condition that gradually eroded his cognitive abilities. The diagnosis was kept private for several years, leading to speculation about his mental fitness during his final years in public office. Some critics suggested that early signs of the disease might have been present during his tenure as Secretary of Defense, potentially affecting his judgment in critical moments. The eventual revelation of his illness added a poignant and tragic layer to his life story, underscoring the vulnerability of even the most powerful individuals to the ravages of age and disease. Number 10. A Legacy Reassessed. Caspar Weinberger passed away on March 28, 2006, but his legacy remains a topic of ongoing debate. While some historians credit him with playing a pivotal role in the Cold War's conclusion, others argue that his actions contributed to some of the era's most controversial and potentially dangerous policies. In the years since his death, new information has emerged that has prompted a reassessment of his contributions and failures. Whether viewed as a patriot who strengthened America's defense or as a key figure in a series of questionable decisions, Weinberger's life and career were undeniably marked by both significant achievements and profound scandals.